Right now at 6, could a gas stove become a thing of the past? A federal agency is considering banning them due to health risks. And another election cycle is already underway. We're going to hear from the 4 judges running for the Wisconsin State Supreme Court.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Amy DuPont. They are in roughly 1/3 of all U.S. kitchens. And a new report says gas stoves can lead to an increase in childhood asthma. That's one reason, as News 8 Now's Emily Haugen explains, the federal government is considering banning them.
A commissioner for the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says banning that product, one that 20% of Wisconsinites have in their kitchen, is one step to a cleaner environment. It's easy to tell. When the flame kicks on, it's time to cook. But turns out gas stovetops don't come without risks.
There's combustion going on. It's not just a heating element heating up like an electric range does. So it's intuitive that this could create some problems.
Multiple members of Congress, including Representative Gwen Moore from Wisconsin, wrote a letter to the CPSC in December saying these emissions present real health risks to millions.
People with respiratory disorders are the ones that are at the greatest risk. So people with asthma or COPD or any other chronic lung condition, that this could be an irritant to them and flare things up.
At Gunderson in La Crosse, Dr. Todd Marr says it can be tough to make a direct connection.
This has been going on for the last 10 years, to my knowledge.
But research makes it clear. A recent study published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health reports that almost 13% of childhood asthma in the U.S. can be attributed to gas stove use.
And so they're looking at this saying, hey, is this something that we can mitigate?
Making the switch to electric isn't always easy. It can be expensive. But for now, you don't have to stop use entirely.
Use it with your exhaust fan on. If you don't have an exhaust fan and you have a window nearby where you could crack it open temporarily to really allow some of that to get out of your house.
In many cases, all you have to do is flip a switch. The CSPC said in a statement that it will not propose any regulatory action at this time. If it does, the organization says it will be a lengthy process. In the kitchen, this is Emily Haugen for News 8 Now.
Now, in a blog post in early December, the American Gas Agency criticized the idea of natural gas bans as a whole. The group argues natural gas bans can make housing more expensive and cut off access to renewable natural gas options. Not a bad day out there, but cloudy, Bill. It can be hard to motivate on days like today where there's just no sunshine.
Yeah, gloomy day for sure. Not only the clouds, but areas of fog. That's been the trend the last couple of nights and mornings. Highs today, upper 20s to lower 30s, some mid 30s down towards Prairie du Chien, Viroqua, and Boscobel. So even though it was seasonably chilly today, still a few degrees above average. So 7 of the 10 days so far this month of January have been above average for that high temperature out at the La Crosse Airport. Now we've got a little weak disturbance that's going to zip across the area tonight and bring a chance for some light snow or some freezing drizzle or rain. And that has prompted a winter weather advisory for some of our northern counties from, say, just north of La Crosse up towards Eau Claire. And I'll detail that coming up in just a few minutes. But currently we have some low clouds and fog, and the radar is quiet. But eventually some of this precipitation that you see out to the west here will start to filter into the area as the night wears on, especially after midnight tonight. Current temperatures mainly below freezing. 30 for you folks in Eau Claire, 27 in Sparta, 26 in La Crosse, 23 in Viroqua, and 24 in Prairie du Chien. So an alert night, if you will, due to the chance for some travel impacts from that light snow and freezing drizzle overnight, and that could impact the Wednesday morning commute as well. Lows in La Crosse around 25 degrees. In fact, we could actually rise a couple of degrees overnight. Again, more details on that disturbance tonight and a look ahead to my next 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Bill. Well, money from last year's opioid settlement is finally reaching Wisconsin addiction treatment and prevention programs. The state's Department of Health Services has so far given out $9.8 million of the more than $30 million it received. That money will be used on education and prevention, making free Narcan and fentanyl testing strips available, and grant funding to tribal nations. An emergency medicine doctor with Gunderson Health System says it's a step in the right direction, but there are still gaps.
It doesn't go far enough for things like medication-assisted treatment. In addition, inpatient treatment services only had, for residential treatment, I think $2.5 million was slated for that, and that won't go very far when it's spread across the entire state.
Dr. Eberlein says since the pandemic, opioid overdose deaths have been on the rise. He says increasing mental health services and prevention services can help people living with addiction. The Wisconsin chapter of the National Alliance on Mental Illness is expanding its services. NAMI's mental illness support groups will now be available statewide. The agency is going to offer free peer and family support groups each month via Zoom. NAMI leaders say these virtual services will be especially helpful for those living in rural communities. If you're considering attending these support groups, NAMI Wisconsin's executive director says there are many benefits.
By doing support groups, you then feel you're not alone. You have the support of other people who are going through similar stressors, and you can share and provide that peer connection.
We're going to post links to join these groups at news8000.com. Well, there will be a primary for the Wisconsin State Supreme Court. 2 conservatives and 2 liberal candidates are running, and this week they met at a forum in Madison for the first time. Reporter Will Keneally was also there.
The maps are rigged, bottom line.
You don't often hear that from a judicial candidate, staking a clear position on a political issue like that. But Milwaukee Judge Janet Protasewicz is running in a primary election, trying to win over liberal voters.
So as I've indicated, I think those maps are rigged. I think they're unfair. I don't think they fairly reflect the population in our state.
And we heard a little bit of that from the other liberal in the race, Dane County Judge Everett Mitchell. This was his answer on whether he would let partisan influences affect his rulings.
And so I married that same-sex couple, and our pastor, the only open and affirming congregation. Why? Because I'm independent, and I cannot be controlled by others, groups, or influences.
We also heard that answer from the conservative candidates, including former Justice Dan Kelly. He says he would let the law be his primary guide on decisions.
Politics is poison to the work of the court. Now, everybody who comes to the court, regardless of what they might tell you, everybody has political beliefs. The question is whether you can set them aside to do the work of the court.
We also heard from the candidates on various cases. Over the weekend, we learned that Waukesha Judge Jennifer Dorow stands on Lawrence v. Texas. She called this one of the worst decisions the U.S. Supreme Court made, which struck down a Texas law banning sodomy.
Sometimes the words or even the statutes themselves are stupid. But stupid doesn't mean unconstitutional. It doesn't matter to my job whether I like the words or even to agree with the law.
So the primary is set for February. The top 2 vote-getters will advance to the April general election. Still ahead, reaching the goal. La Crosse's Family and Children's Center is thanking the community for helping the agency reach a fundraising milestone. And students in Onalaska are getting real-life job skills by serving up hot cups of coffee to their friends and teachers.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Happy birthday to us. We are 100 years old and still looking good. All month, take 23% off all furniture and 12 months to pay interest-free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Stop losing money through your old windows.
At Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, we don't only have the style of window you want, we have the type of window you need.
Look at the difference between our windows and our competitors. Our triple pane windows with foam help reduce energy costs, outside noise, and improves condensation resistance. Keep your hard-earned money. Call Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions today.
For a limited time, receive a free triple pane upgrade on select windows and 60 months interest-free financing.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up, but what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Find new experiences, find new roads. Well-qualified buyers get 2.99% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups or get $1,500 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $3,250 total cash allowance.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Happy birthday to us. We're 100 years old and still looking good. All month, buy a dishwasher or microwave and get the install for $23, plus 12 months interest free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
La Crosse's Family and Children's Center is celebrating a major fundraising goal, one the nonprofit reached thanks to the community. The FCC met the $700,000 goal for its Matching Challenge grant, all thanks to 14 donors who gave $25,000 each. Those donations will help Family and Children's Center serve about 4,600 people across the Coulee region.
We were truly amazed at the hearts of people all responding collectively to make a difference.
You can still donate to the FCC. Visit news8000.com to donate online. A good cup of coffee can change your morning. Special education students in Onalaska are working hard to serve that up to other students and teachers. Ana Java, a student-run coffee shop, is located inside the high school. Kids from the special ed classes buy the products, open the shop, serve their products in the morning, and then close the shop before classes start. And all the cash they make goes right back into the business.
Our goal is basically just to make enough to continue the business and get our students the practice that they need and job skills and work skills.
So the coffee shop has been running for years, but the students and teachers say it spiked in popularity when they started offering cold brew options. You can get coffee if you're a student on Tuesday and Friday mornings, and the students deliver coffee to teachers on Wednesday morning. After the break, people are eager to get out and fish on our frozen waterways, but the Wisconsin DNR has a warning. The ice is unpredictable.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. Radar pretty quiet right now, but we do have some precipitation out to the west, which will track across the area. I'll let you know how it's going to impact us with my 8-day forecast after the break.
Now at Ashley, discover the luxury of a good night's sleep without the luxury price tag on some of our top mattress brands, including our Ashley Sleep line. Hurry into America's #1 furniture and mattress store or visit ashley.com for better sleep and savings. Only at Ashley.
Every family is a little bit different, and we'd all love life to be a little bit simpler. No matter where you work or how hard you play, you need reliable appliances to help you conquer the inevitable hectic day. Whether you're optimizing space for the next great race or looking for a quiet place, Criterion Appliances are ready when you are.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
What is a Blue Gold? Blue Golds are dynamic and support each other in all aspects of life.
A Blue Gold is committed to educational excellence and lifelong learning.
A Blue Gold has ambitious career goals and an entrepreneurial spirit.
A Blue Gold serves a greater purpose and is a willing teammate.
A Blue Gold is invested in our community.
We are driven by our core values.
A Blue Gold understands the value of integrity,
faith, leadership,
excellence, dignity.
A Blue Gold is more than just a student. Come see for yourself at Aquinas Catholic Schools.
Does your pet show signs of an irritated mouth like bad breath or abnormal chewing habits? The most common emergency that Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics sees is a painful tooth that owners are seldom aware of. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holman today to schedule a free dental exam. 608-526-2200, because nobody likes a sore tooth.
At Ashley's Overstock Sale, you'll find everything you need to brighten up your home this new year. Plus, get special financing for 12 months. Visit your local Ashley store in Arcadia, Eau Claire, and Onalaska. And be sure to check out the Ashley outlet in Arcadia.
Feels good to be home.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
It is a classic winter activity. Ice fishing season is now underway. News 8 Now's Dua Asrar spoke to the DNR about what you need to do before you head out onto the ice.
As you can see right behind me, Lake Onalaska looks pretty solid, but even the thickest ice can be dangerous, which is why the Wisconsin DNR says always bring safety equipment with you when you head out to catch some fish.
Walking on water can be easy to do if you're a Wisconsinite in January.
I really enjoy the outdoors. Ice fishing, it's sort of that relaxing thing you can do.
It's considered a classic Midwestern pastime.
Ice fishing is a very popular activity in the area.
Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources Warden Matt Groppe says if you're not prepared, this pastime can have consequences.
So on a team level, we respond to several calls every year of incidents that happen.
Between December and March, Groppe can be found helping ice fishers who've headed out on the frozen water unprepared.
In Vernon County and then one up in Buffalo County where those vehicles broke through the ice.
Which is why Groppe is reminding everyone to carry equipment that could save your life.
They can use it to check the ice thickness by hitting the ice with the spud bar.
There's a specific type of jacket that fishermen should wear.
Not only are these jackets very warm, but this is also a Coast Guard approved personal flotation device.
Bring a friend along and not just for the company.
Another good thing is to have a buddy with you in case something does happen and they need to pull you out or something like that.
Groppe says while ice may look safe, it's unpredictable.
We've had some really cold weather, which helped create some solid ice, but we've also had some warm weather here recently.
So it's always better to be prepared.
And if you're unsure about how safe the ice is, the Wisconsin DNR says most bait shops will post some signage indicating if the ice is ready to be fished on. Reporting on Lake Onalaska, Dua Asrar, News 8 Now.
And experts say if the ice is less than 2 inches thick, just stay off of it. And Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl, Dua mentioned it, those temperatures fluctuating up and down, you know, that sunshine. We didn't have it today, but that sunshine can melt ice pretty quickly.
And not only the temperatures going up and down, but also when rain falls on the ice, that can really do a number and kind of weaken it. We've had a couple of episodes of that so far this winter as well. Now, speaking of, we've got a winter weather advisory from parts of Minnesota through the Twin Cities and Eau Claire and just north of La Crosse. This is thanks to a weak disturbance that's going to bring the chance for some light snow and freezing rain or freezing drizzle overnight and into tomorrow morning. So the headlines in play from 9 o'clock tonight or midnight tonight through tomorrow morning, so that could impact the Wednesday morning commute. So here's some of the details. I'm expecting a little period of light snow or freezing rain, just minor snow and or ice accumulations possible, but it doesn't take much to cause some slick roads and sidewalks. So the counties involved, Dunn, Pepin, Wabasha, Buffalo, Trempealeau, Eau Claire, and Jackson counties. But you know what? Any parts of the viewing area could see some of this light precipitation overnight, so it doesn't take much icing to really cause a mess. Just keep that in mind. We've got some low clouds and fog. That's been a theme the past several nights, and tonight will be no different. That too can cause a kind of a thick glaze of frost, and that too can cause some slick travel. 31 was the high early this morning, and about an hour and a half later we hit that low of 20 degrees, so a big fluctuation in temperatures early this morning. 27 and 11 are the averages, 53 and 30 below are the records. 26 degrees with the low clouds and fog out at the airport. Feels like 21. Visibility at about 5 miles. And look at Eau Claire. It's showing light snow, but it's probably just because the fog is so thick. In fact, visibility down to about 1 mile in Eau Claire, and many spots between about 3 and 5 miles across the viewing area. So again, keep those low beam headlights on for sure. Temperatures not overly cold. The coldest air locked well to the north of the border. Temperatures in the 20s to around 30 degrees, and winds are light or calm. So wind chill is really not a big concern for tonight. Now temperatures will be a concern because they will be below freezing. So any precipitation that moves through has the chance of falling as light snow or that freezing, light freezing rain or drizzle, and that's why we could see some minor snow accumulations and icing, and that's why, again, roads and sidewalks could become slippery. Now, currently the radar is quiet, but we're already starting to see some of that mixed precipitation break out across northern Iowa, southwestern Minnesota back into South Dakota. And as this disturbance zips across the area overnight, Sky Tracker shows that precipitation kind of breaking out, especially after midnight and into tomorrow morning before finally lifting off to the north and east tomorrow afternoon. Thursday looking mainly dry, maybe some flurries, but increasing winds as well from the north and west. Quick check of Snow Tracker and Ice Tracker showing some minimal accumulations, especially up towards Eau Claire in the Chippewa Valley, but we all could see a minor glaze of ice across the region. So again, that's the concern for some slick travel. 25 tonight, chance of that light snow and freezing drizzle or light freezing rain, and that could linger into tomorrow morning. 37 for the high, with a mostly cloudy sky. Flurries on Thursday, kind of breezy, 31, and then dry Friday through the weekend, 20s on Friday, back in the 30s for the weekend, and then early next week, another system could bring some mainly rain on Monday, maybe a mix into Monday night, and then a slight chance of light snow or mix on Tuesday, a little bit better chance for some more light snow around the middle of next week.
All right, getting active again.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Bill.
Okay.
Well, coming up in sports, some great moments making the cut for our News 8 Now Play of the Week. Plus, one of the Twins' best players is headed back to Minnesota. After a back-and-forth offseason, the star shortstop finally has made a deal. Rob's in next. He'll say it much easier next in sports.
The Board Store Home Improvements family wishes you a happy new year. Visit soon to plan your 2023 home improvement project. It's never too early to dream.
Get up to 80% off list prices during our huge inventory reduction sale at Slumberland Furniture. $20 million worth of furniture and mattresses must go. Lowest prices around on TV consoles, recliners, bar stools, sofas, mattresses, and lots more. Get the deal of a lifetime on clearance, one-of-a-kinds, scratch and dents, and more. Stores are packed with merchandise that must go. Up to 80% off at the huge inventory reduction sale on now at Slumberland Furniture.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Are you ready to make a change in the new year? At Your Home Improvement Company, we can help you turn your resolution into a reality. For bathroom remodels and energy-efficient windows, our team of experts can help bring your home improvement dreams to life. Act now for 10% off your entire project and get our great financing of 2.99% or 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. So call or go online today and let's make your New Year's resolution a success. Happy New Year from Your Home Improvement Company, where it's your home made better.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Banking that's simple, convenient, and there for you. But don't just take our word for it. Here's what our members say. Take the next step and open your checking account online today. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
When pain says, I'm here, I say, so are they. Just want to leave. 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve. Who do you take it for?
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The Major League Baseball season is right around the corner, and it's been a wild offseason for Carlos Correa. The shortstop finished the 2022 season as a Twin. Since that point, he's been a Giant, he's been a Met, but on Tuesday, Correa ultimately deciding to return to Minnesota. The Twins and Correa are finalizing a 6-year, $200 million contract to bring the star shortstop back to Minneapolis. This comes after a month of 2 separate deals that didn't work out for Correa. First, in mid-December, he was headed to San Francisco on a 13-year, $350 million deal. After the Giants raised concerns about Correa's surgically repaired right leg, he pivoted quickly to the Mets. New York offering Correa a 12-year, $315 million contract to play in Queens, but then it was the Mets flagging his physical as well, and efforts to amend the deal fell apart. Now Correa is heading back to the Twins. The 28-year-old played 128 games for Minnesota in 2022, batting .291 with 22 homers and 64 RBI. The two-time All-Star spent his first 7 years in the league with the Astros, helping bring a World Series to Houston back in 2017. All right, now it's time for my favorite segment, Play of the Week. It's our chance to put the spotlight on some of the best athletes throughout the Coulee region. Let's get right to the nominees. What a week it was. Number 1 from the city game, Logan and Central going at it. Riverhawks won the war, but Logan's Andrew Hackbarth throws it down. Then number 2, another rim rocker. This one from Onalaska's Evan Anderson. Two-handed slam right here. Hilltoppers take down Aquinas. Number 3 on the girls' side, Holman's Macy Klein did it all last night for the Vikings. Fancy finish at the cup with the left. Then with time running out, Klein hits the shot of the game. Vikings take the lead, win a wild one over Westby. And finally, another one from last night, the Central girls at home taking on Eau Claire North. Tied at 60, Brooklyn Lockington for the win at the buzzer. Absolute pandemonium at Central High School. Riverhawks come out on top. Some great plays this week. To vote for your favorite, just go to news8000.com/vote. We'll have those results at 10. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Ring in the new year with Home Furniture's New Year's sale. Get 10% off sale prices plus no money down, 6-year special financing, and free shipping when you spend $4.99. The New Year's sale going on now, only at Home Furniture.
Why are we the clear choice for new windows?
A 5-star customer experience. Our exclusive Weather Guardian installation system ensures your windows are weather tight. Windows installed by factory trained employees, not subcontractors. Windows that are 1,500% more airtight than industry standards. Foam filled frames and sashes. The most efficient triple pane glass in the industry.
For a limited time, receive a free triple pane upgrade on select windows and 60 months interest-free financing.
What fireplace have you always envisioned in your home? Let La Crosse Fireplace Company turn your empty space into something beautiful. We'll design more than just your heat and glow fireplace. We'll help you pick out the perfect stone, mantle, and hearth, making your heat and glow fireplace the vision you've always dreamed of. Isn't it time you've got the space you've always wanted? Visit our showroom or call La Crosse Fireplace Company to get started. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
All Christmas is now on clearance, up to 60% off at Home Seasonal Concepts. It's after Christmas clearance. Stock up on trees, wreaths, garland, and all your Christmas decor at 60% off. Everything Christmas is on clearance at Home Seasonal Concepts, inside all home furniture showrooms.
Again, a chance for some light freezing rain and light snow overnight, otherwise clouds and fog. Temperatures actually rise a bit in the mid to upper 20s. Watch those roads. Winter weather advisories for parts of the viewing area from 9 o'clock this evening through 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Flurries and blustery on Thursday.
Well, we'll see you at 10.